Here we go. This one coming from Harold Dabney Jr., who says, the election experienced issues with Ward 2. How do candidates plan on working with officials so that no more mix-ups happen again? Ms. Fletcher, we're going to go with you on this one about elections, some confusion that recently happened with Ward 2, and what you would do to work with officials to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Oh, I believe it was a little bit more than confusion. We have people down from the state attorney's office that's looking at it. I think it was a tragedy what happened to Miss Calhoun. I think that Mr. Hines being sworn in under a cloud of suspicion was a tragedy. I think what Ms. Strother is going through, you know, we have a neighbor a few miles down the road that's going through indictments in Quitman, Georgia, and I think that corruption has to stop. I know that we're being investigated, and I pray that they don't find anything in this community, but it needs to stop. A person's vote counts, and you need to not harass people at the polls. You need to not falsify documents, and I hope when they get to the bottom of this, and no matter who's involved, if there were some wrongdoings, I hope they prosecute them to the fullest.
But what specifically would you do if elected mayor to make sure that this kind of mistake doesn't happen again?
You know, almost like what is happening now, you can't control some of the issues that they're checking on because it's happening inside of the polls. I know some of the, you know, for example, you know, from what I've been told, you can go up and get a handful of absentee voting applications. That has to stop. You know, just tighten up and just you know, somebody needs to be checked on. It was, there's some things going on, and I'm going to take a part of this regardless of what happens, because this was wrong, and this has caused a lot of heartache, and it's cost Ms. Calhoun a lot of money. $800 to her in signs. I hope that some community leaders come together and pay that woman her money back, because what they put Ward 2 through, and Ward 2 is a good community. You know, they've not had leadership in a long time there. They need good leadership, and you know, they're on the spotlight again.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Hubbard, same question when it comes to Ward 2. There was some drama with the recent election. What would you do to make sure that doesn't happen again if elected mayor?
Okay, first of all, I do feel very strongly about that ward, because that is the seat that I vacated, and you know, if I had not vacated that seat to run for mayor, then perhaps all that would not have happened. The thing, though, is that elections are controlled by the state. The election laws are state laws, and so while I have opinions about some things, there's not a whole lot. There would not be anything that the mayor can do, because the state laws are election laws. So that would be my opinions about that. Would be that I would have to work with the state legislative delegation, because I have, as mayor, I would have no control over that, no input. We don't have any input as to what happened in the elections office at all. Thank you.
Thank you for both of your opinions on